What's that? Is that Two Bros Talking Ball podcast back for week 2? What? What's going on, everybody?
Technical difficulties. We're good.
Two Bros Talking Ball podcast, episode 3, week 2. We are here. Last week was a good week of college football.
Last week was a great week of college football. A lot of high-scoring games, a couple big blowouts, especially teams we're going to be covering this week.
But first, before we recap, we're going to talk about the top 5 games that we have this week. First game we're talking about, Kent State at Texas Tech. Why are we talking about this game?
I figured it'd be a fun one. Just going into this, we already know what it's going to be. Texas Tech is 24 ranked, and Kent State is not ranked. Highlights from last week: Kent State's quarterback Drew DeShields went 6 for 10, 1 touchdown, 118 yards total versus Merrimack.
Who?
Yeah, they only won 21-17. Which, by the way,
they only won 21-17.
Yeah, the Merrimack quarterback outthrew him by I think 37 or 38 yards.
That's rough. Now they got to go to next week in the juggernaut of Texas Tech. Baron Morton looked good. He went 201. He was 16 for 20, and he threw for 4 touchdowns.
4 tutties.
That's pretty impressive.
It's not light work.
But there's a small caveat with that. They played Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Yeah.
Is the team that they played.
By the score for that one,
67-7.
Ow.
Yeah, there's not a lot to talk about this game. I mean, I don't know entirely if Baron Morton is 100% healthy. Hopefully they don't need him for more than the first half. But I mean, the defense looked good. It's just hard to tell because they played literally Arkansas Pine Bluff, New Mexico, Giant City State. Like they played a nobody team. I think Kent State is a step above of what they were playing, but it's still not
good.
Hello, am I back?
Check.
Is the thing dying? I hope it's not dying. It must be dead because it keeps dying.
You can't hear him?
No, yours goes away too.
Really?
Yes. 1 second.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, there we go.
Not to the rest of us.
My phone just unplugged. Great. Awesome. Okay, so it is back now. Hopefully you can hear us. No, it's back. You guys, this is our voice right here. When it moves, it's working.
So it's working now.
It is working now.
Technical difficulties. Had it twice. We're back.
Where did we leave off?
Baron Morton having a pretty good game last week, and how early games like this.
Oh, how the scheduling in the non-conference is utter dog crap. I can't. My grandparents told me I can't swear anymore, so I have to watch my language.
No, Papa, we are sorry in advance.
But the scheduling issue is ridiculous, and hopefully it gets fixed soon. But I mean, I don't know if Kent State or Texas Tech will cover because 49 points is a lot. But I'm picking Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech wins, but Kent State covers.
I'm going to go same thing. Texas Tech win. Kent State's got to cover though. I think they're going to put up better fight um, than God APV did.
Whoever they played last
Yeah.
week. That's fair.
Yeah, Arkansas didn't put up much of a fight. Kent State will put up a little more of a fight, so win, but Kent State's going to cover. So
Yeah.
I think Baron Morton's going to be in for a pretty big game though if everything pans out. As
I
it should.
think Barry Morton will have a good game. I don't know if he's entirely healthy.
No,
So I don't. It sounded like he got a little banged up last week, but he should be. Ideally, they only need him for the first half.
and as far as IR go, I haven't seen any updates from him yet. As of probably noon today when I was finishing up research. So, I mean, hopefully everything stays normal. Hopefully everything stays fine with him, and he can have another successful game out there, play some ball.
That's all I got. I mean, like nothing against Kent State, but it's Kent State.
You're outclassed.
Yeah. All right, game 2, Ole Miss at Kentucky. This one's interesting because Ole Miss, I think was like 4 or 5-0 last year going into this game, and they were at home, and they lost this to Kentucky last year. Like, they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Ole Miss last week they played Georgia State and they won 63-7.
6-7. As we said earlier, a lot of blowouts this week. Austin Simmons went 20 for 31, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, 2 interceptions,
unfortunately, but 341 yards through the
That's
air.
not quite what you want to see, but I mean, the 341 and 3 touchdowns. That's a good number, but it's hard to tell because he played against Georgia State. It's Georgia State. I don't know what to say here. Like,
The one thing that I'm concerned about too is going to be the interception thing. I mean, throwing
Yeah.
2 interceptions,
2 interceptions.
versus a Georgia State team that not very good. I mean, 63-7 says enough about itself. Give you up 2 interceptions, turning the ball over twice like
Yeah.
that. It's
but
not a good start. Hopefully he can shake this. Hopefully he's back this week and he's ready to go out there and do what he does.
well, I mean, he went 20 for 31. That's a good stat line. You go with, it's just the 2 interceptions shaky, especially against Georgia State. I mean, Kentucky usually is a bottom feeder in the SEC, but I mean it's an SEC team still. Their running back Kewan Lacey, he had 16 carries for 108 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He was big producer.
If they're able to, I think the key for them is to try to stay balanced. Don't rely so much on Austin Simmons, but be able to also run the ball as well. I think will help them out in the long run. And then Kentucky, they beat Toledo in week 1, 24-16.
Stats for that game: quarterback Zach Calzado,
Zach Calzada was
10
horrible.
10 for 23, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 85 total passing yards. Horrible. They still won versus Toledo 24-16, but not a game. I'm sure he's gonna want to forget this game.
Yeah, the 10 for 23 is not good, and then the fact that people make fun of Oregon because it's check downs, RPO. He only averaged 8.4 yards per completion. That's with no touchdowns and interception. Luckily, they had their transfer Dante Dowdell come in. 14 carries for 129 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. Not single-handedly saved them, but definitely picked up where the quarterback
for the most
left off.
part.
Yeah.
For the most part, if he's not there, I think they lose that game.
Which is it's kind of scary to think about. I mean, I know that unranked team, but either way, you can't drop stuff like that against any team, really.
Yeah. This one is tough because Ole Miss lost it last year at home, and I think Kentucky had a better quarterback last year. I don't remember who it was, but I think the quarterback was better last year. But they were at home and they had a better team last year. Ole Miss did, and they lost at home, and now they have to go to Kentucky. I don't know.
My biggest concern is how is Calzado's confidence going to be mired throughout this? Is he going to be able to come back and be like, hey, water under the bridge, one bad game, we're right back to it?
Happens, or
or is this going to be something where the confidence of winning last year is kind of just pushed them forward? Um, I guess really only time will tell. I think that his confidence is definitely going to be really mired from this. Starting out week one against once again another unranked team.
Yeah, they played Toledo.
Yeah.
What is Toledo? Mac.
Yeah.
They played part of the Maction team, and they struggled. It was a sweat fest. But I mean, it's also like it's really hard to tell what teams are in the first 3 weeks of the season, because like Oregon beat Idaho by 10 last year, and they beat Boise State by 3. Granted, Boise State was a playoff team, and Genty. I can go deep in this hole. Probably should have won the Heisman because of how Boise State looked in week 0 or week 1. But I like struggling against Toledo, a lesser opponent like that. I don't know. Does not give me the confidence to want to pick them in this game. Plus, I mean, also what's nice is Lane Kiffin. He's a quarterback guy. He will get production out of his quarterbacks no matter who it is. He had Jackson Dart for 2 years. He had those USC quarterbacks. It's Ole Miss. That's just what they do. And Austin Simmons is no different. But all right, I think if Ole Miss is able to run the ball well and not rely so much on Austin Simmons to win the game and put him on his arm, I think Ole Miss wins. I think Kentucky covers.
Yeah, once again, I think 2 in a row now. Ole Miss is going to have this one. I do think Kentucky covers, so I think it's going to be close. The big confidence thing is really gonna affect Calzada. He's gonna have to bounce back from that like nothing happened. I said earlier, water under the bridge. You got to forget about that game. You just got to move on to the next one. I mean, once again, you're going against a ranked team too, so you got to be on your A game playing any sort of ranked team.
Yeah, I don't. What is Ole Miss? Ole Miss is
20.
20?
Yep.
It's not bad. All right, so we picked Ole Miss to win, but we think Kentucky will cover the 10.5. I could see that. It's just hard because I could see Kentucky winning outright because it's at Kentucky.
Yes, confidence thing is what's really getting me.
Yeah, it's just
playing that bad, then going against a ranked team. Once again, you do have the pro. You beat this team already last year, but
they're just
times are changing. Times
so,
change quick.
They're just so Ole Miss should win this game, and because Ole Miss is like I don't know where they're at now because the whole SEC is fluctuating and kind of a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later in the fucking stream, but
hey, don't cuss.
Sorry, I forgot. Grandma, I apologize. But I don't know. We'll get into that later. Game number 3, Illinois at Duke. This is a underrated sleeper. Not talk about great non-conference game. Illinois going to Duke.
I think people are going to sleep on Duke a little bit. I'm going to start with Duke first, actually. I feel like Duke they had a really good performance last week against Elon. Once again, Elon, not a very well-known school, but quarterback Darian Mensah, 27 for 34, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 389 passing yards. And once again, they beat him 45-17. That is a very good game to have. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you're playing. 389 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is
my only caveat for that is it was tied 10-10 at halftime.
Yes.
It was yes, they blew them out of the water 45-17, but that game was tied. They were tied 10-10. Duke and Elon were tied 10-10 at half, and Mensa didn't get going until the second half.
Yeah.
They can't have that against Illinois.
Yeah,
Illinois is veteran up and down this lineup.
I consider that some early jitters. I think that Duke's gonna put up a pretty good fight, realistically.
I think Duke will fight.
Yeah, once again,
if not the offense, the defense will, because that's what Manny Diaz does.
Yeah.
Manny Diaz is known for his defense and just having great defense, pressure the quarterback, all that.
Yeah, they're gonna get guys to the ball. They're gonna get them there quick, and some you gotta keep an eye out for. And every week you gotta keep an eye out for them. On the flip side,
hold on. If you are Illinois, make sure you're covering up Barake because he had five receptions for 117 yards. So if you're on the Illinois defense, you might want to watch out for that guy.
Yeah, don't let him light you out. Flip side, Illinois played Western Illinois, 52-3.
The non-conference is such a joke.
Yeah.
Like, side rant, what are we doing? Like, I get, like, get a warm-up game, figure out what you're doing. That's fine. But I guess, Illinois and Duke are okay. Because you play Western Illinois and then Elon. First game, whatever. And then they're playing each other in week 2. That's good. Like, kudos for that. But, look at what Indiana's doing. Look at what Penn State is doing. Penn State is the second-ranked team in the country, and they're playing 3 of the who are they playing? Absolutely nobody's.
Yeah.
The scheduling in college football is an absolute joke. Thank goodness that the SEC is finally going to 9 conference games. By the way, because last year it drove me insane because we have Alabama playing Mercer.
Who?
When Oregon is playing their 8th or 9th straight conference or 9th straight game period against Wisconsin in Wisconsin at 4:30, 7:30, whatever, and they won by 3 points. It's an absolute joke. It needs to be fixed. I'm over it. Shout out Texas, Ohio State, Clemson, LSU, and Alabama and Florida State even for actually scheduling a good non-conference game teams to play against.
Fired up. I like that.
I respect. I love college football so much, but the fact that scheduling and all the issues that come along with it are so irritating. I could go on forever about the scheduling because it absolutely drives me insane, but I will not. We will talk about Illinois now.
Illinois. So once again, last week beat Western Illinois 52-3. Luke Altmaier went 17 for 21, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 217 yards. Solid game.
That's what you expect from a veteran quarterback.
Yep, guy's been doing this for a while. I mean, it's just.
I think it's his 4th or 5th year with the team.
Yeah. When I looked him up, he was born in 2000, playing against a quarterback born in 2004, 2005. So.
Altmaier was born in 2000?
If I remember right. When I was looking him up earlier.
He's only 25? Yeah, he's only 2 years older than me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here doing a podcast about him. He's out there playing football, making millions of dollars. What a joke.
Well, let's see if he can do it again this week. I mean, once again, you really can't expect anything worse than a 217-yard game for him, especially going up against a non-ranked team.
I'm pretty sure he only played the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. They were able to run the ball pretty well too. I mean, Lafrey got 9 carries for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, I'm sure they could have done whatever they wanted to against this Western Illinois team, and it looked like they did. Beatty had 108 yards on 5 receptions. I mean, that's what you expect from your veteran, just the veteran group. You get in, you take care of business, and you get out. Shit, that's
Plain and simple.
That's all you do, and that's what they did. But I mean, we'll see how they compare against Duke because that defense will. I don't know. The game plan will definitely, I think, lean on the defensive side of the ball because they need to be ready to take on Illinois' offense, Luke Altmaier. I mean, they'll have to apply pressure, just get to him, make sure that they make him uncomfortable. Because I think it was when Manny Diaz was the defensive coordinator at Penn State. I think it was maybe 3 years ago or whatever. He was able to get to Luke Altmaier. He sacked him a couple times. He made Altmaier throw 4 picks or something like that. It was not a good performance by him, and that was, I think, the last time that he's seen a Manny Diaz team or defense, and we'll see if he's able to recreate that effect.
And Manny's going to try to run that back, too. He's going to make sure that he's going to go for them 4 picks again. He's going to try to make sure that happens. I mean, Duke defense, I'd say it's better than the offense.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. Well, especially because Darian Mensah, he's making the jump from Group of 5 to, Power 4, because he was playing at Tulane last year, and it's not a major difference, but I mean it's still there, and we'll see how he's able to handle Illinois' defense because they're going to be trying to apply pressure to him as well, make him feel uncomfortable. I think the keys to this game is Duke cannot start slow against Illinois on offense because they were tied 10-10 against Elon last week, and Illinois is a much superior opponent than Elon is, clearly.
I mean, 11 ranked team in the country for a reason.
Yeah.
So
Illinois is veteran. They're gonna be firing on all cylinders. They're gonna be ready to go. And you don't want to be playing from behind against a team like that. And you don't want to have to put it all on Mensa to try to make the plays and make sure you stay in the game. It'll just make everything harder. You'll be out schedule, and so you got to start fast. And then for Illinois, Illinois' defense needs to play good. Trust your offense will get it done, and if you're, as long as Illinois does their defense does their job and makes Mensa miserable, then I don't think Duke has the firepower and offense to keep up with this game against Illinois.
Yeah. -2.5 seems way too close to me, though.
No, I think -2.5 is a good spread. I think Duke.
Really?
Duke. I think Duke will keep it close. It's an underrated non-con game. This is.
If they gave me minus the score, I'd go for that.
The over under?
Yeah.
I didn't look at the over under. I did the spreads.
Oh.
On my phone. I think it probably set around 45-50 at least.
Yeah.
I'd honestly take the under. This is gonna be a defensive battle. Yeah. I don't know how much Mensa's gonna be able to do. I don't know how any of the defenses are gonna look, but I'm gonna take Illinois, and I'll take Illinois to cover. I think it's gonna be 31-28 Illinois. That's actually taking the over as well. Well, yeah. That's contradictive itself, but oh well.
I'm gonna go Illinois, but I'm picking Duke.
To cover.
Yep.
That's actually I can see it. I can see Duke covering, but there's a real flash. I got scared for a second. I can see Duke. I don't know. I can see Duke covering because it's going to be a defensive bout. I can see it being 17-16. I don't know how it would be 17-16, but I mean, it's possible. And
yeah.
I don't know. It's very interesting because they're I just think it lies in the hands of Duke's defense against Illinois' offense. I think is where the game kind of rests, and I don't know. I think they'll be able to contain Illinois for a quarter, 2 quarters, a half, but eventually Altmaier and this team is too veteran to let it stand for a long time. So, see a game-winning drive from Luke Altmaier in the 4th.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, I think I agree with just about everything on that one. Yeah, you're going to have to put it up quick. You're gonna have to make sure that you know what your game plan is and you execute it fast. If you're Duke, Illinois they're gonna go in there. They're gonna try to bully you. They're gonna try to get that ball out quick. That defense has really got to step up this week and make some stops.
Yeah, they got to be. I think that's my biggest take for Duke. Just don't start slow. You can't put up 10 points unless your defense I know it's like art. You can't put up 10 points unless your defense puts up 10 points. But I just don't start slow, and you should be okay.
Yeah.
But I like Illinois, and I like Illinois to cover. Game number 4, and probably the game of the weekend: Oklahoma at Michigan. That is actually wrong. I flipped that. It is Michigan at Oklahoma. By the way, I goofed that one up.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, this one, it's 2 ranked teams going against each other. Close ranked, too. Oklahoma's 18th, and Michigan is 15th. So, 2 ranked schools going at it.
Michigan is Dude, Michigan is so overrated at 15. So is Oklahoma at 18, by the way.
2 ranked teams though.
They should be ranked. Don't get me wrong.
They're
But-
good programs.
Top 15, top 18. That is such brand bias. 1,000,000%.
Look, a name does a lot. My whole Dion thing. A name does a lot.
Yeah. Well.
We'll start out with Oklahoma. Last week they played Illinois State, beat them 35-3. Quarterback John Mateer,
John Mateer looked good.
30-37, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 392 passing yards through the air. Good game. I mean, against Illinois State, non-ranked, non-nothing,
This will be a big test for him going against Michigan, this Michigan defense, because
underdog.
Mateer was he transferred in from Washington State, and the competition is not great up there in the Pac-2, or what was the Pac-2. But I mean, Illinois State, yeah, it's nobody, but I mean, he still looked good. My biggest question is what happened with Jaden Ott? 1 carry? What are we doing?
Yeah, they're gonna have to get more involved if they want any chance
What?
against this team.
What are they He is probably, I don't know if he was the number 1 running back. Did they enter the transfer portal last year?
I'd say he's top.
But he was top 5.
Yeah, top
Easily
5.
top 5.
Top 3 for me.
And you give him 1 carry?
Yeah, you are going to need production out of him this week if you want to be a ranked team, especially. You're not playing a Illinois State or anything like UT Martin. You are playing a ranked program, a staple of college football.
Like, it's really bad when in your press conference after the game or whenever it was is, oh yeah, we should probably give him the ball more. Yeah, no, duh. What's the point of bringing him in if you're gonna give him 1 freaking carry for? Granted, he did have -1 rushing yard or 1 something, but still.
The thing too is that's got to be kind of degrading for him at the same time because it's like, wow,
Yeah.
they not trust me enough to give me the ball.
It's like,
-1 yard to start the season when you are arguably the best running back in college football.
Hopefully, I mean, not hopefully, but hopefully, I guess actually, yes. Hopefully that it was just like, hey, let's take it easy against Illinois State. Let's get him a rep, keep him healthy, keep him fresh for when we play Michigan next week.
Which
So-
dumb thing to do. I mean,
Give him at least a
touch.
touch. Give him some game experience. Really, I don't know what that was. Maybe he's injured. Maybe he's not fully healthy or from fall camp or what. But still, it's like
1 carry is ridiculous.
Yeah. That one confused me a lot. Another person talked about Deion Burks, wide receiver for Oklahoma. He needs to have a day against this Michigan or just not even have a day, just be a reliable
Be productive.
source for
Be productive.
Mateer, because this Michigan defense is the same defense that beat Alabama 17-13 in the bowl game.
Yep.
They didn't have Mason Graham or the other defensive
And they
tackle.
didn't lose many guys.
No, they lost their 2 studs, Mason Graham and not Kenneth Walker. I don't remember his name, but this is the same defense that beat Michigan or Alabama.
Yeah.
But
So
then
you got to be really wary of playing them like that.
yeah. Oklahoma has Brent Venables, the head coach, calling the defensive plays, which is, good. That's his calling. That's what he does.
Yeah.
That's what he was for Clemson. That's what he was for Oklahoma before he took over. The defense will, I think, look good. They look fast. They want to hit, which is kind of Venables' calling card. What's weird about the defense is they wait until the offense gets set and wait till the last possible second to get their defensive calling, which is
It's going to cause problems for them in the long run.
If I wrote this down, if Michigan doesn't do this, but if they do, it would help them is go not every once in a while, but throw some hurry up, because normally when you do hurry up, is you have you're in the huddle, and then you get a play call, but then they'll tell you the next play call to run after this play happens. So if you get a first down, we already know what play you're gonna run. So, and then the defense has to get set and aligned to that without hearing what the coach has to say, and they have to adjust on the fly, which will help. I think will help Michigan. Will they do that? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Sherman Moore likes to just run it down your throat, and it's most likely what he'll do. But it's just, I mean, make with it what you will, but it is a little fishy that, you know, they're just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then, oh, the offensive set, here's the defensive play call.
Well, when I saw that last week, I thought there was going to be an offsides call because I saw him bumping down. It looked like he was going for it. Confused me.
It's. I mean, you got the whole Connor Stallion, Jim Harbaugh situation. I mean, make with it. I mean, maybe he's just waiting and waiting, but make with it what you want. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, doing it like that, I get there probably as some sort of pro. But for me, it doesn't work. That's not That's not feasible.
Okay.
It's not feasible for a ranked program.
On record, I don't think they're cheating. I'm taking the piss out of it. I think they're just they want to make sure they have the right defensive play call for the alignment that they're running. I don't know. I didn't watch the game last week, so I don't know entirely. But I mean, if it works for them, then it works for them. I don't know how well it works, but I think it'll help them because they're going against Bryce Underwood, the true freshman, starting his first ever road game.
Which, by the way, Underwood last week, 21 for 31, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, 251 yards through the air versus New Mexico, unranked, 34-17 win. So, I mean, solid, especially for a true freshman. Honestly,
it doesn't blow you away, but I mean, he's a true freshman, and like
that's something to be proud of.
It's more of like, okay, is he taking care of the ball? Yes. Is he making the right read? For the most part, looks like it. And is he just letting the game come to him? I think he did. Yes, it was against New Mexico State or New Mexico or whoever they played, and they got him game action, and I mean he didn't do horrible. I mean, he had 251 passing yards and a touchdown. I think he did fine for a true freshman.
Yeah.
Going into Norman is going to be a completely different story, though. I'll tell you that much.
And playing against a New Mexico team, New Mexico not a ranked school, probably won't be ranked at all, but they're not terrible by any means. They're not a UT Martin. They're not a Illinois State, and they're for sure not Elon.
Yeah.
So, it was a pretty good stepping stone game for him, I'd say. Giving him a program that's going to show him a little bit of what other teams are going to show him. A program that's not just paid to be there. They know they're going to lose. New Mexico State was going to try something. They were going to try to win. They're going to be like, all right, let's see what you got, Michigan. You're starting a true freshman guy. We're going to show you what we have. We expect the same thing back.
Norman is about to be on fire on Saturday.
Fuego.
Oh, man. Norman, Oklahoma is going to be... The crowd is going to be ridiculous. I mean, they better be, because you're starting a true freshman going in there.
Get him jittery.
I hope he's ready to go.
Yep, get him jittery.
This Michigan team, they're gonna run the ball. Shocker? Not really. That's what they do. That's their bread and butter. They beat Penn State like 3 years ago. They didn't throw a pass in the second half. That's what this is what Michigan's gonna do.
Yeah.
They got the Alabama transfer Justice Hayes, 16 carries for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. That'll do just fine.
Yep.
You
are more than fine with that.
Yeah. Big story for this game. Michigan will be out. What? No. Michigan will be missing their defensive end, Jayshon Barham, in the first half of this game because he got ejected for a targeting call in the second half. Don't even get me started on the targeting penalty. I think the scheduling is bad? Oh God, dude, the targeting penalty is so much worse.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that one. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I think it's more of the rule itself. Was that targeting? Maybe.
I'm disagreeing. That wasn't targeting. It's a fast-paced sport. You got to be ready to take a hit.
Well, okay, by by the rule definition.
By NCAA rules,
Yes,
he was targeting.
By
but
the rule
man
definition,
rules.
he was no. By the rule definition, he was the defenseless quarterback, and he made contact to the head and neck area. That's what he did technically. Which I don't know why we're giving a quarterback standing in the pocket a defenseless quarterback. He's not. But and then he wrapped him up high. He didn't lead with the crown of the helmet though. He leaned his head and hit him. But the ref called it targeting. Which I mean, if you're gonna leave it up for interpretation, that's already a problem. Leaving rules up to be. It can be one person can see it one way, another person can see another. You can't have that with a rule.
Yep.
But it's more of the fact that okay, fine, give him 15 yards. Why is he ejected? He didn't do anything malicious. He didn't try to kill the guy.
Yep.
He just sacked the quarterback. That's all he did.
He is playing the game of football the way it should be played. He knows that. Look, at a program that big, your job is always going to be on the line. No matter how good you are, there's always someone who wants to step up and take your spot. If you're not playing to the ball 100% of the time, there's a chance that you can be sitting on the side watching someone else do it. So I don't fault him at all. And personally,
No.
I disagree that was targeting. I mean, he was playing the ball like he should have. Good on him.
Okay, I'm not saying it was a targeting penalty. I'm not saying it's the right call. I'm also saying it's not the right call. That's the problem with the rule. You can't leave something like that up for interpretation to. Like you say it wasn't. I say like it wasn't, but it wasn't, or what? But like, I just said the same thing twice. That's why they need to change it to where you don't get ejected from the game.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause-
if it's something malicious,
Okay,
then
see, but like that's
I
the problem.
understand that. But this was not. He literally, as
wasn't.
soon as it was done, hands back up.
It was the tackle. It's because the quarterback was standing in the pocket, and he just hit him in the head and neck area. That's what they deemed was targeting. Wasn't. But like, it was by the rule. But I disagree with the ejection part of the rule.
Yeah.
Why?
And if you're going to eject him in the second half of a game, don't make him pay for it the next game. Lesson
Yeah.
already learned.
Like
Lesson is already more than learned.
so he's kicked out of the rest of this game. Oh, by the way, you can't play in the first half of the next game. Why?
Which they're really going to need him for.
Yeah.
Really going to need him for. Playing against a ranked school, a ranked higher than you school.
Yeah.
This game is not make or break for you, but this is definitely going to set pace of what team you're going to be this year.
These teams are very similar, and they're gonna want to run the ball first. And Michigan's already at a disadvantage because they don't have their star defensive edge because he can't play the first half. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's dumb. I hate the rule. Change it now. Horrendous.
More than horrendous. I mean, it's just everything about that call had me. Look, yeah, it had me a certain way. I just feel like you're coddling a quarterback who doesn't need coddled. He was fine. He popped right back up. He got right back to it.
It's not even that.
It's not malicious intent. He is not going to kill the guy. He was
No.
playing to the ball like a defense should.
I think the problem is there's two different rules for two different situations. There's defensive player versus not defensive player. How do you determine who's defensive and who's not?
It's a broad spectrum.
Exactly. You can't leave it so open and wide ended that there's no situation to actually figure it out. It's stupid and dumb. I don't like it. I don't.
Yeah, I mean that one really gets me fired up too, just because this happening at a college level, it just seems more than ridiculous to me.
Well, NFL doesn't even get ejected. NFL, they get 15 yards. The player gets fined after the game, but he doesn't get ejected unless it's like an actual blatant physical targeting call.
You know, my thing is, you proved your point. You kick him out for the rest of the game. Just be like, hey, here, you're gone for the rest of the game. Go back, play next week, join your team. Because not only that, but they are making essentially two different defenses, one with him, one without him. They are having second string guys taking first string reps just for one half of the game, just for him to hop in, because you know that he's going to come in second half, guaranteed. He's one of their arguably biggest guy on defense. Best guy on
It's
defense.
interesting Because I didn't think about it that way. Because like they're gonna be doing, it goes the same way for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna they
you're
have to
prepping
prepare for the
twice.
first half. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do when he's not in the game, which is the entire first half, and then okay, second half starts. This is what we're gonna do instead.
Because both teams know as soon as he's out there, he's going to be a problem. He's going to.
He's gonna be all the offensive lines gonna be gassed, tired. He's like, boys, I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
Let's play some ball.
That is one of the pros of him coming in second half. He's coming again against, teams a little tired after playing a whole half of football. He's coming in fresh legs. He's going to have that going for him, so hopefully he can come in and produce. Hopefully it's a game, too, where they're not going to be fighting from behind, something where he doesn't really have to make huge plays all the time. I hope for his sake that he's able to. I hope that he goes out, has a huge game for him. Proves why he is a cornerstone on that defense. But it does suck.
I don't know who just texted me. I will look at that. I will look at that later, because I can't read it. I can't read it. So.
Did you see any of that?
I was trying to figure out who it was from. What just happened? I got a text. It came through my MacBook, but I'm using my phone as a camera, so I can't look at it.
Thank you, person who sent that.
I think the key for this game, Michigan needs to start fast. Same as Duke. You're starting a true freshman on the road in Oklahoma. Norman's going to be on fire. Start fast. Put some points on the board. Take the crowd out of it. And okay. Wow. I just got another second text message. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, take the crowd out of it and
thank you, by the way.
Make the game
Puts me
easy
at
for
peace.
Bryce Underwood. Fuck's that?
So thank you. Puts me at peace.
All right. Anyway. And then for Oklahoma, make the game simple for Mateer. I mean, he hasn't. This will be a. It's a major game for him. We're gonna see how. Hopefully, it was the right pick for Oklahoma to see if it worked. But yeah, just make the game simple. Don't. And also, I think whoever rushes for more yards in this game wins it. Whoever fails to stop the run will lose the game.
Yeah, that's why that second half is gonna be so big, because you got a guy coming in fresh legs. He's gonna know that they're gonna run the ball too, and when he's coming in fresh like that against guys who've been playing for a half already, he's gonna try to tear him up at every turn possible. So if you're that line, if you're that quarterback, if you're that running back, you are nervous that second half,
Yeah.
especially that third quarter.
Yeah, they're Oklahoma. Oklahoma's defense needs to put pressure on Bryce Underwood. Make him absolutely uncomfortable. Confuse the picture, change the picture, pre-snap, post-snap, and I mean he's a 5-star. I think it's great Michigan starting him, because then they're building for the future. But if I think Oklahoma will win the game. But if they want to cover, they need to make Bryce Underwood absolutely miserable, make it hard, confusing, and I think they will get the job done.
Yeah, this is where I have a lot of questions too, because there's so many different factors going into this one.
There's a lot of factors.
This is why it's so close too. That -2.5, that I really could see that going either way, and that is so difficult for me, because every other one we picked, I have had a pretty clear cut. I think this team's gonna win. This one, I don't know.
See, this is why
this can go either way.
This is why I think it's 2.5 for Oklahoma. Is because these teams are so similar. Great defenses, run the ball. I think the difference is John Mateer. I like John Mateer just a little bit more than Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
I like him more than Bryce Underwood, because I mean, yes, he's new to SEC Big Ten play or whatever, because they're playing the Big Ten, but he still has experience. He's still a gunslinger. He's still with his offensive coordinator, the same one he had at Washington State, which is huge for him. So he's comfortable in that system that they're running. So I like Oklahoma, and I like Oklahoma to cover.
I'm going against the grain. Give me Michigan, and Michigan's going to cover it.
Dude, no way. You're going Michigan?
Michigan, and they're going to cover.
Obviously, Michigan's going to cover. Michigan has to cover if they win.
Well, yeah, but just really driving that point home. I think that second half comeback is going to be a very big variable for him. You know, getting a guy back in there, fresh legs, your best player, arguably. He's going to cause problems. I don't think they'll be able to keep up tired after the first half of. Really, they're going to be playing smash mouth football. They're going to try to run that ball every play possible. Those big guys up front are going to be tired. Mateer probably won't be, but that running back's going to be tired too. So if they lag for a second, he's going to start getting back.
Also, I think Michigan can't let Mateer go in because yes, they're gonna want to throw the ball or run the ball, but Mateer is a gunslinger. He put up 392, and he'll want to throw the ball. So don't let Mateer get going, otherwise you're gonna be in for a long day. Yep. And our game of the week, Oklahoma State at Oregon. Mike Gundy has been making some news in the pressers recently, which is an absolute joke. Like, did you hear what you're saying?
I didn't get through it all. I couldn't.
He went on Oklahoma State radio or wherever he went on to,
Some
and he's like, "Oh yeah,
backwards place.
Oregon's a great team. They have so much money out there. They pay their team well. They pay their players well. Okay."
Sorry, you're from Oklahoma.
Sorry, you don't. I don't know. What's the problem? What is the problem? Why is that the difference between why Oregon is better than you? Because they spent $40 million on their roster. Do you have proof that they spent that much? 'Cause I don't.
Yeah, no, I think, dude, just mad. He knows that he's playing the 6th-ranked team.
Dude.
And he is going to get obliterated. I mean, all right, let's take a look at last week. Let's take a look at the quarterback play. Oklahoma State, they played UT Martin. They beat them 27-7. By the way, never heard of a UT Martin. Thought that was a disease. Zane Flores, 13 for 20, 0 touchdowns, 0 receptions, 136 yards, and then House Hengy, or however you say that.
Reel it back. Mr. Haas Hengy was their starting quarterback. Broke his foot, not playing. Zane Flores, backup quarterback, will be starting. Continue.
House Hengy, 5 for 6, 1 touchdown, 96 yards. Once again,
not playing.
I don't like his coach. Prayers up for him. I hope you get better of that foot. It's gonna be a long time.
But that's what bugs me. It's just like Mike Gundy's a good coach. Like
going on there and trashing a team. It's unprofessional.
He had a really bad year last year, but I don't get why Oregon is good and all this and that because they spent money on their football they spent millions of dollars on their football team. Okay, yeah. Like Dan said like Dan Lanning said in his press conference on Monday. I'm glad I have a program willing to spend money so we can succeed and win at the highest level. Yeah. Also, Dan Lanning famously said, "Some teams don't because they like the excuse to why they lose."
Yeah.
Fire.
This is going to be a very bad week for Oklahoma State. Having a backup guy go out there.
Yikes. I wrote down specifically, Mike Gundy poked the bear.
Yeah, you are going to be playing against a irritated Dante Moore. Dante Moore last week, I mean, we played Montana State. Beat him a lot to a little. Save you numbers there.
59-13, I'll give you the numbers.
18 for 23, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 213 yards through the air.
I mean, he played 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He played the first, second, and then I think he had the first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah.
But
putting that up so quick and then going against Oklahoma State team,
will be improved from Montana State, but
not by much. Not by much. And also, these boys are gonna be angry this week because think about what happened to Colorado.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Think about what happened to Colorado.
You remember last time someone was like, "Oh, talking down
they're playing for clicks.
all that."
They're playing for
Yeah, exactly.
clicks.
So they spent between $23 and $40 million. Okay, Yeah, thank you, Phil Knight, for donating millions of dollars so that the football program will succeed.
Yep.
Sorry, it's like I don't see the problem.
Look, you got to spend money to earn money. Oregon's a good team for a good number of reasons.
Dan Lanning is one of them, by
Yeah.
the way.
Our generous benefactor, Phil Knight. That
Phil
can't
Knight
be
is one.
understated.
Phil Knight is one of them too.
Yep.
But I think
generous benefactor.
I think it's more now. I think it's more now, especially since with the transfer portal and the NIL, all that going on. He's definitely a big factor now, but no, you'll never get a confirmed amount that's actually spent unless like it's publicly said by the team.
Yeah.
But no, it's like what did Ohio State spent $20 million last year, and they won a championship.
Yep.
Uh,
Once again, you got to spend money to make money.
Yeah, Michigan, Texas, any of the big name programs are spending money on their team because they want to win at the highest level.
Yep.
Sorry that like whoever it is at your top doesn't want to give you money to be a successful program and win. Not my problem. Not Dan Lanning's problem. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Once again, just like our last year, they're playing for clicks. We're playing for wins. The same thing.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that, weren't we? I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Colorado poked the bear, and
Okay.
there's a term I'd like to say, but I can't say it on air. I will give you the abbreviation FAFO. That's what you're doing right now. You are FAing, you are about to FO.
Okay, to Colorado's defense, I don't think it was entirely Colorado's fault. The only thing I saw was what they did when they were arriving to the stadium. When they were, talking shit about the stadium, stomping on the O.
Talk smack.
Yeah, they were doing all that. But I think I don't know if any of you out there watched the Ducks versus them highlights or whatever. But the beginning of the Colorado game is it's all the ESPN commentators, everybody that works at ESPN, whoever, is just like Colorado this, Colorado that. Dan Lanning was tired of it. Everyone talking about Colorado because they won 3 games. Cool. Congrats.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Everyone. No one talked about Oregon, and Lanning was fed up about it. But
Especially when they're coming to us for that too.
yeah,
You are showing up in Eugene, Oregon.
you give Dan Lanning the slightest bulletin board material, and he will have this team ready to run through a goddamn wall.
Lanning is a preacher. That's the easiest way to say it. He will get his boys fired up, and he will get them fired up quick.
And what's like nice about like this team he has this year, they're so deep. They are incredibly deep. Like they played 3 or 4 true freshmen in the defensive backfield.
And still,
They looked good. Brandon Finney looked good. Naeem
Finney
Offord.
looks great.
Naeem Offord looked really good. He had a PI call. Was not PI, by the way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone saw it. Was not PI. It was a horrible call. I don't know what the ref was looking at, but
We still won either way. I let that one water under the bridge.
it's just like Oklahoma State is starting a backup quarterback, going to Autzen.
Going against
I don't know like
going against not a 6th ranked Oregon.
the 6th ranked team in the country. Like
you are going to get messed up every
why?
game.
Like why would you even start saying anything to like even give the head Dan Lanning any material whatsoever? I'm just kind of confused at that. It's like even if you think that's true and like that's what you think, that's fine. You don't need to share it with the world.
Yeah, because when you're projecting that, you're trying to take it out. You're saying, "Well, they beat us because of a circumstance."
Yeah.
No, you got to get out there. You got to play ball. You got to show that hey, money can't buy you a team. So let's say you're about that life. Let's say you want to prove that. The after press conference say, hey, money cannot buy you a team. Drop the mic, walk out. I will give you respect for that. I don't care who you are. But when you want to go on there and complain about it first and basically sell yourself short, saying, yeah, we can't beat them because they have more money than us.
You already know that if Oklahoma State loses the game, Mike Gunn is going to be at the podium saying, yeah, it's pretty hard to compete against that roster, that money-filled roster over there, some stupid shit like that. stuff like that. Sorry, Grandma, but it's like, it's just ridiculous. Like, you're preparing for a game, and all you worry about is how much money they spend on that roster over there.
Yeah, you're giving up before the game even starts. That's essentially what that is. You are saying that I'm going to be outclassed by Oregon so bad I'm going to complain beforehand, which is such a sorry thing to do. I mean, I don't care who you are. You really gotta have more respect for your team, more respect for yourself. These boys are out here. They're training hard for you. They're training hard for this program.
Yeah.
I mean, a good number of these guys are Oklahoma natives, who are like, "This is my team. Go Cowboys."
Go Cowboys. Go Pokes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Noah Whittington looked good. He had 10 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown. I mean, the leading receiver was Malik Benson with 51 yards and a touchdown. That could be like, that's what's so nice about this Oregon team is you like, who you gonna cover, who you gonna stop. You gonna give resources to stop the run? Okay, let Moore go over the top to Decorian Moore, Malik Benson, Kenyon Sadiq. You pick it, you name it. Justice Lowe.
Yep.
Oregon's got dudes everywhere. You can't just stop one person.
They got dudes.
They got dogs. But I obviously like Oregon to win the game. But 20 I think the line might have shifted down to 28 or 27 and a half. Since I did this. I still like Oregon to cover. I think even our second unit is going to go in, and our second unit is good. Like, our second unit will still put up points.
I would say a better game would be Oklahoma State versus Oregon's second team. Maybe I'm a little cocky saying that, but you want to talk smack before a game, you're gonna get whacked for it. That being said, give me Oklahoma State. Just joking.
That's
taking Oregon all the
way.
way.
Even funny.
I'm taking Oregon, obviously.
Do you have Oregon covered? Do you have Oklahoma State covered? Because 29, 28, 27 points, that's a lot. That's a lot to cover.
Look, I'm going to go with my pride. Oregon is the best team in college football. Saying that right now. They will prove that. Give me Oregon all the way.
I guess I don't. I think LSU is the best team in the country. Hey yo.
Yeah.
Do you know what they say after that?
Huh?
Do you know what they say after that?
After.
Hey yo. Suck that, Tigers. I
Candy
love
bar.
It. I love it. Tootsie Roll. So you have them covered. All right. We agree on everything, except for you have Michigan winning and covering, which I think is a bad pick.
Bad pick or not, I'm gonna let it ride. My thing is Oklahoma State. Be wary of Oregon. That is my biggest one for this week. Now to move on to recaps. Wow, we were bad.
We were horribly. Oh shit! I got Aiden can speak.
Never mind. Horribly bad last week. When we go 3 for 10,
we each went 3 for 10, and we disagreed on quite a few picks.
Yeah, we were both pretty bad. There was no clear-cut winner. We owe a couple guys apologies. Just first off.
All right. First off, Tommy Castellanos.
Wow.
I would like to sincerely apologize for my take last week.
Mr. Castellanos, we were unaware of your game. We will not make that mistake again.
We don't know ball. You know ball. You talk the talk in the offseason. You sure as dang walked the walk last Saturday.
You were cocky and you backed it up, which I can appreciate. Usually I don't like big talkers, but look, man, you showed up and you showed out. I can't be mad at that.
I respect it. I can't
be mad at a man who says I am going to do this to your team and you cannot stop me, and then goes and does it because you're like, wow. I mean, he did what he said.
Yeah, and it's not the fact that Florida State won the game; it's the fact how they dominated the game. Florida State dominated Alabama.
Yeah.
And the only reason it was like, what, they won 34-17 or 34-20 or whatever. It was a 14-point game.
Yep.
The only reason it was actually like somewhat close is because Florida State left the punt, and Bama recovered.
Yep.
But Tom,
Dude,
I respect it.
Tommy
1,000,000%. You played.
you
out of
played
mind.
your heart out, man. That is.
Shout out Gus Malzahn, by the way. He called a great game.
Oh yeah.
Great game against Alabama.
Yeah.
I think I have so many questions about Alabama. What was that? By the way,
That was a
like
horrible
we're not
showing.
gonna let that slide. Like yes, we're apologizing to Tommy Castellanos because he played, like he talked so much and he backed it up.
Yeah.
Alabama, are you all right?
I think my favorite thing was going on Instagram after the game and seeing all the "how much would Nick Saban come back for" posts, because
Oh man.
wow, what were you doing all night? I mean, there was hardly anything redeemable about the way you
No,
played.
it's like
Hardly.
if you watch the defense play, where's the effort? Holy smokes!
When you are hitting guys in the pads and sitting there like this, not trying to get by them at all, it looks lazy. I mean, I'm a guy to talk about being lazy, but you're just sitting there being lazy, and
Well, it's not
that's
even-
inexcusable.
It's like, are you gonna?
You're looking gassed in the first quarter. Did you not condition at all the off season? Like what was the disconnect? On
There's
this one?
there's videos that are surfacing right now of 3 linemen for Alabama, playing, or like warming up with headphones, and they're holding their phones. It's like what? Why?
Yeah, you're gonna need a culture change if you want to win there,
Like-
especially with such a historic program that. Yeah, you are. a
It's
historic program.
Alabama.
You have a lot expected of you.
Fact. I don't know how accurate or how close this is, but the last time Alabama lost, a week 1 game, I think it's in 2001, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we all right? DeBoer's seat was not hot. It would have gotten hot or warm if they don't make the playoffs. You lose week 1 to Florida State as
You are
14 and a half
not
point
helping
dogs.
yourself. You are not.
Your
helping
seat
yourself.
is hot, my friend. Your seat is hot.
If I remember, I defended you last week.
Yeah, you said DeBoer's a good coach. I want DeBoer as my team, this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, he's a good coach, don't get me wrong. But it's like, holy smokes, brother.
You have to go out there and you have to make the culture yours. When you have guys sitting there with their phones jogging around, barely jogging around, by the way, the shuffles they were doing and the shuttle runs they were doing, when you're holding your phone and just half butting it up and down the field, you're not setting yourself up for anything. You're that's not a winning program. That's not a winning program. That's the easy way to put it. You are not going to win at all if you cannot up your pace and make yourselves known.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Alabama needs to figure stuff out and figure it quick because they got Georgia coming up, and
They are going to get blown out of the water if they do not change and change quick.
depending on how Saturday go between Oklahoma, Michigan, Oklahoma could be a tough game. Auburn looked pretty good in week 1. Tennessee looked pretty good in week 1. LSU looked pretty good in week 1.
You have a schedule in front of you.
You gotta. They might miss, like, if they don't figure it out, they might miss the playoff.
All for you.
All right, so Texas, Ohio State. Actually, hold on, backtrack. We both picked Bama to win. We both took Bama to cover. Obviously, it didn't go right at all. Bama lost outright. Bad.
Bama got the brakes beat off of them.
Yeah. Texas, Ohio State. Ohio State was favored by 1.5. We both picked Texas. Ohio State's defense looks legit, straight up.
Yeah, that's nerve wracking.
that- They lost 14 players to the draft, and they looked that good week 1. Wow.
Yeah,
Uh,
rotational guys too that are coming out there and just doing the exact same thing. No matter who you are, you got to be worried about that. That is a team who is they're going to come, they're going to play you well, and there's nothing you can do about that.
I know. usually defenses are more ready than the offense come week one. I wasn't entirely sold on either offense. That could be just. I think Ohio State kept it very vanilla because they didn't need Julian Sane to do much. Just make the right plays, trust the defense, which they did. Good for them. Texas.
Have fun with that.
Good night. Texas. I'm not worried about Texas. Their defense looked good, but the offense looked too vanilla. I didn't like it.
Yeah. There's
Arch struggled a lot, but
uncharacteristically too.
I think that has more to do with the vanilla offensive play calls and Ohio State's defense more than it does with Texas and Arch himself.
Yeah.
But he didn't play good though either. I think he missed 30 or 43% of his throws that he threw. Just inaccurate.
Yeah, which is not good, especially for a week one.
No. But we both took Texas to cover. We both obviously we took Texas to win outright in the cover. Yeah, we were both wrong. Montana State at Oregon. Oregon was a 27.5 favorite. We both took Oregon to win. We got that right. I thought Montana State would cover. They did not. You took Oregon covering. Ella. Maybe we only got 2 right.
Maybe.
Damn, we did it.
Either way, this week's picks are all going to be 100%. Calling it now.
Bookmark it.
Bookmark it.
LSU at Clemson. I think LSU at Clemson might have been the best game of the day.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Texas and Ohio State. Texas and Ohio State was a great game.
It was disappointing for Texas.
It was a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
Because you have this big name Arch, you have this, that, and the other thing, and it was just it was 14-7. I mean, it got a little exciting once Texas finally. That Texas drive looked good when they actually put points on the board. That touchdown throw was that throw is why Arch is hyped. That throw is why Arch is hyped so much as he is because that throw was a beaut.
Yeah.
But LSU Clemson was a 4.5 point favorite, respectively so. But LSU looked good. Both defenses were playing great at the start of the game, but that LSU's front absolutely dominated Clemson's offensive line, which is kind of surprising to say.
Yep.
We both took Clemson to win. I took Clemson to win because we was at home. Why did you take Clemson?
Huh?
Why did you pick Clemson?
Go Tigers. I was joking.
No, it's Tigers.
No, honestly, there's a lot more that I liked about Clemson that was really a gut feeling.
Yeah.
I like Clemson.
Yeah,
I like that game for them.
LSU won outright. I took LSU to cover the 4.5. They did, obviously, by winning. You took Clemson to cover. And then the game on Sunday night, Notre Dame at Miami. Notre Dame.
Wow, that was embarrassing.
What's the quarterback's name? I need to write this stuff down.
I have
C.J. Bailey. Is that his name? The freshman starting his first ever game, something like that. The game came down to the interception. That is it, 100%. He threw that one pick, and that was the difference because Miami went down and kicked the field goal, and then it was a 10-point deficit. Notre Dame played great. They tied it back up, 24-24. It's just Miami had the second to last possession. They went down the field. They got 3 points. Carson Beck can't throw the football, by the way. I had my doubts. I didn't know how he'd be, but threw the football very well. The touchdown catch and pass before the first half ended
Oh yeah.
was a thing of beauty. He lofted it up off his back foot, just someone's down there somewhere, threw it.
That's the James
And-
Winston style. Like my receiver's down there, it'll hit him.
The receiver's running. He cocks it back like he's young OB. Respect. But
Absolute cinema.
we both took Notre Dame to win. Notre Dame lost by 3, so Miami covered. So yeah, we did poorly. We did really bad.
This week is new week, different thing.
New
We're gonna be
week,
100%
new
right.
us.
I guarantee it. Lock
Yeah.
it in right now. Put your life savings on it.
Don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
Don't do
That's
that. That is a
horrible.
horrible. That is a horrible suggestion. Don't do that.
No, but I think that this week, the biggest one is going to be that Michigan
The
game.
Michigan-Oklahoma game.
That is
that's-
going to be a big one.
That's the game. That's an underrated one we didn't talk about was Farmageddon, which looking back at, you probably should have talked about. Iowa at is it Iowa State, or Iowa? One of the two.
I
It's a
think-
Cyhawk game.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good game. Rocco Beck in Iowa State
Give me
taking on.
Cyclones.
Huh?
Give me Cyclones.
Yeah, the Cyclones.
Yep.
This game's always close. It's gonna be it's an underrated game that not many people talk about, but
Farmageddon's like the Oregon Civil War, but not as cool.
it's the Cyhawk game.
Huh?
It's the Cyhawk game.
Oh shoot, yeah.
This Cyhawk game, it's gonna be a good game. I didn't look into that stuff because I didn't have it notes down, but it's a game worth talking about because it's gonna be a good game. I think. I don't know. But that is all the information I have today. Do you have anything else?
Nope. Just want to say thank you for tuning in this week. Sorry we had a couple technical difficulties at the beginning. We're still working. Still early.
It's only 3 episodes in.
We're only 3 episodes deep. By the end of this, we're going to be a well-oiled machine. And we were somewhat on time today.
Somewhat, yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
Thing of beauty.
But once again, appreciate you tuning in, and catch you on the next
This
one.
has been Two Bros Talking Ball, episode 3. We will catch y'all next week for episode 4, week 3. Peace out.